Mental drain. How the holidays can affect your mental health. It's been a while since we've all embraced the festive season with its bright lights and joyful gatherings, and now it's finally here again. However, it's only honest to admit that beneath the surface, there's a less talked about aspect, the impact of the holidays on our mental health. While the world revels in festivity and joy, it's important to ask ourselves, how are we coping on the inside? In this discussion, we delve into the unseen pressures and busy preparations that can leave us feeling drained during the holidays and discuss effective ways to handle these challenges. 1. Financial pressure. The holidays are often seen as a joyful time, but it can also come with a lot of stress, particularly around finances. There's the pressure to buy gifts, whip up big meals, bring family together, and sometimes even travel, all of which can stretch your budget and even burn a hole right into it. For many, a time meant for relaxation becomes filled with worries about money. The expectations of gift-giving and hosting can be a lot to handle, especially when you're already watching your finances closely. The American Psychological Association points out that around 38% of us feel extra stress during the holidays, and a lot of it is due to financial concerns. This stress can show up in different ways, like feeling unwell, getting depressed, feeling anxious, or in some cases, turning to dependence on mental crutches like alcohol. To really address this, you must come to an honest conversation with yourself and our financial reality. Make an honest and realistic budget of what you can and cannot afford with ease and stick to it. After all, the point of the season is to be among your loved ones. The hyperfixation on material things tends to take away from that sometimes. 2. Family dynamics. One of the most significant causes of mental exhaustion during the holidays is the stress caused by family dynamics. This is especially true when families, who may have been apart for a while, reunite. Everyone comes with their own mix of feelings, opinions, and expectations, which can get intense. There could also be trauma and friction between individuals and personalities. Strained relationships within the family are linked to serious health issues like headaches, stomach problems, anxiety, depression, and even the risk of strokes, as far-fetched as that sounds. On the flip side, positive family relationships can help lower these risks. Dealing with family issues, especially when there's pressure to make everything seem perfect, can be overwhelming. And when you're jumping from one family gathering to another, it's natural to feel exhausted and in need of some personal space. 3. Travel challenges. Traveling during holidays can be both a blessing and a challenge for our mental health. On one hand, it's a break from our daily grind. It's a chance to leave behind everyday stress and enjoy a new environment. This change can be thrilling, and it can even contribute to significantly improving our mood and outlook on life. Nothing quite beats the rush of endorphins and feel-good hormones that come with leaving everything behind and jetting out to a new place for a change of scenery. Taking a break from our digital lives to soak in new experiences can really boost our happiness and mindfulness, but it's not always smooth sailing. Travel can bring its own set of challenges that can affect our mental well-being. The mere process of planning and organization can be absolutely draining, especially if you're responsible for planning it all alone for several people. Things like flight delays or language barriers can be stressful and stir up anxiety. Being away from what's familiar might also make you feel lonely or homesick. And if you're unable to find a balance to handle this stress, you might find that you're drained at the end. 4. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD. During the winter months and the festivities that come with it, there's always a certain charge in the air. Everyone is giddy and excited to take a break and reunite with family and friends. There's decorations and carols everywhere, and it's hard to miss all the changes happening before your very eyes. Still, many people experience a darker side to these otherwise positive feelings. It's something called seasonal affective disorder, SAD. Some research says this is linked to the shorter days and less natural light we get. Some people experience mood swings and a certain melancholy about the year coming to an end. You may also see changes in your sleep, less energy, less interest in things you usually like, or find yourself pulling away from people. All of these could be signs of SAD. Why does this happen? Well, it's thought to be due to changes in certain chemicals in our brain, particularly melatonin and serotonin. Melatonin helps with your sleep and other body rhythms, while serotonin affects your mood. When the seasons change, these chemicals can get out of balance, impacting both your sleep and how you feel. Plus, the cold and dark days of winter mean we often spend more time indoors with less light, and believe it or not, sunlight makes up a big part of your mood. 5. Remembering lost loved ones. This time of the year is usually filled with joy and celebration, and it can be tough for those remembering loved ones they've lost. This time, full of traditions and memories, often makes the feeling of loss and grief stronger. When everyone is gathering and celebrating, the absence of a loved one can feel even more noticeable, especially during activities they used to be part of. That one person who used to make the turkey or the mashed potatoes is no longer here, and so you stare at the empty place where they once stood in the kitchen. Or the person who used to happily hang up the decorations on the tree has now left behind a bare tree that will never quite shine like it used to. These intense feelings can be shattering, turning what should be a happy time to one of sadness. This can create a deep sense of emptiness and leave you wondering whether to keep up these traditions without them. So how can you deal with the holiday blues? How can you combat this mental drain and make the most of the holiday seasons no matter what you're going through? 1. Practice gratitude. Being grateful, especially during the holidays, can really boost your mental health. Studies have found that just by feeling grateful, you can cut down on stress and anxiety. Did you know that a single grateful thought can make you 10% happier and lessen depression symptoms by 35%? But remember, it's something you need to do regularly to help stay afloat. Gratitude is like a shield, helping you not get too down when things get tough, including dealing with mental health issues like depression and anxiety. It's one way to look after your emotional health, which is part of the 8 areas of well-being the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, SAMHSA, talks about. But really, it's just common sense. When you teach your mind to focus on positivity despite all odds, your mind reciprocates by assimilating that outlook on life generally. To practice gratitude, start by thinking about what you're thankful for, like family, friends, a cozy home, or a sunny day. Writing these down or saying them out loud can keep your spirits up when times are hard. And don't forget to celebrate the little wins too. It's not just the big achievements that count, but also the small, everyday ones. 2. Get involved in volunteer work. There is something truly amazing about choosing to help others during a time like this. As you also feel down and blue during this time, there are many who, not unlike you, are also struggling, some of them even more. Volunteering during the holiday season can be a great way to lift your spirits and improve your well-being. When you volunteer, you step out of your usual routine and do something helpful for others. This change of pace can really boost your confidence, as you often learn new skills and provide help and support to all kinds of people. These experiences can help lessen social anxiety, improve your relationship skills, and give you more energy. Volunteering is also an effective way to combat loneliness. In a world where many of us feel isolated, volunteering helps you connect with others, fostering a sense of community and belonging. These connections are vital for long-term joy and contentment. 3. Talk with friends and family. Talking about mental health with friends and family during the holidays is crucial for managing stress and keeping up emotional health. Having open discussions can catch mental health issues early, speed up getting help, and build empathy and understanding. It all starts with showing that you care. Approach them with honesty and ask how they are doing. Extend the helping hand first and watch as other people reciprocate. Make sure to keep involving your loved ones in your plans. Invite them regularly, but in a relaxed way, reassuring them that you're there for support. 4. Stay on the path of recovery. For anyone dealing with addiction, the holidays can be hard to stay on track. The festivities, the increased access to triggers, and lots more. During this period, it's key to handle holiday events smartly. You can bring your own non-alcoholic drinks to parties and keep yourself occupied by helping out with food or suggesting entertaining activities like board games. Remember, if you're feeling too stressed, it's perfectly fine to leave early. It's also crucial to know when to say no. Not every holiday event is going to be good for your recovery journey. Evaluate each invitation carefully and politely. Turn down any that might threaten your sobriety. Finally, keeping up with physical activities like walking, hitting the gym, or even dancing can be a great way to manage stress and lift your mood. 5. Seek professional help. On a final note, it's important to recognize the value of seeking help from mental health professionals during this time. These experts provide a safe space to talk about your feelings and offer personalized advice to handle the holiday season's unique stresses. Therapists can be a beacon of support, giving you tools to deal with stress, anxiety, or depression that might get worse during the holidays. They're great at spotting what triggers your stress and teaching you how to cope, so you don't feel you're facing these challenges alone. They can also show you ways to keep your mental health in check by providing helpful tools like mindfulness or cognitive behavioral techniques. For those already managing mental health issues, the holiday season can add extra pressure. Continuing or starting therapy during this time can be really important for keeping things stable and moving forward. Mental health professionals can tailor your treatment plan to meet the specific challenges of the holiday season, ensuring you get consistent support. Thanks for tuning into our video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome content. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone you think might find it useful. You never know who might need this to make their holidays a little bit better.